Hi, this is Mara Glazer, your Glazer Kennedy roving reporter, and we're here at the Glazer Kennedy Social Media Money Magnet Seminar. This has got to be the most anticipated session of the event. Jason Van Orden is on stage right now teaching how to use social media as a magnet to attract lots of money in your business. Jason is killing it with social media right now, so you're definitely going to want to check this out.
Okay, so let's get into some new stuff then. Magnet number 3, webinars. Webinars are awesome because they solve one of the big problems of social media. The strength of social media is it's anytime, any place, anywhere. People connect with you. They can get your stuff. They maybe see your Twitter updates come and go. They might get, but there's nothing that's time specific. And we know that when it comes to the sale, it's nice to get people at a specific time in a specific place and to be able to hit some urgency and to hit maybe a little scarcity, hit those prime selling triggers to actually get them to buy in the moment. So a webinar allows you to do that. It's a little bit hard to send people straight from Twitter to a sales page. I think you're going to get a little resistance to that. It's like if you had a classified ad in a penny saver and you said, hey, come buy our $2,000 program, probably not going to work, which is why Glazer Kennedy's always taught, okay, maybe take them to the free report, because that's a nice baby step. Webinars are a great baby step coming off of Twitter, coming off of Facebook, coming off of even your blog. So we use GoToWebinar.com, and here's a really cool ninja trick for you. GoToWebinar.com, how many of you use GoToWebinar? Okay, a few of you. And so what GoToWebinar does is you can set up a webinar very, very easily, and they give you an opt-in page that you send people to, and they sign up, they give you name and email, and if you want other fields, but all we do is just the name and the email, and then immediately they get an email saying, here's the call-in information, and then they get a follow-up email right before the webinar, and then if you want, it'll send them follow-ups after. The really cool thing is you can go in after, and usually 40 to 50% of the people who sign up for the webinar, so let's say 500 people sign up, 40 or 50% of those will actually show up. If you get 40 or 50% of them, you're doing pretty well that actually show up to the webinar. And those are some hot leads, right? Well, you can go in afterwards and export either just the people who showed up or all the people who signed up for the webinar, and these are people who are interested. Okay, so that's a good hot list. You can export that list. Now, we don't import it into Aweber, which is one of our primary lead management systems, because Aweber likes to say, okay, you import an email list, and we're going to send them an email automatically and say, do you really want to opt into this list? And then you'll lose some of them and stuff. I figured, look, they signed up for the webinar. They've already opted in. So at that point, we go to iContact.com. It's an email management service that lets you upload without them having to re-opt in, and then you can follow up with them after that webinar for the next few days. And if you sold some people on the webinar and it seemed to work on the webinar, well, do a replay. Do a replay a couple days later, hit that list again, and make sure in the webinar you close the sale. Have some urgency. Say, look, for the next 20 minutes, here's this special deal, and just good direct response triggers. But webinars are a great way to get people off of Twitter, off of Facebook, onto an email list, start selling them in a time-specific place with some urgency and scarcity and all the other direct response triggers that work really well. Okay, magnet number 4, cross-channel promotion. Okay, I alluded to this a little bit on Monday, the fact that List Building 2.0 is not just your email list, not just your mailing list, it's your Twitter followers are also part of your list, your Facebook followers are part of your list, your blog feed subscribers are part of your list. Consider this all your database and your list. However, you want to get them back to the email list because that's something you control and a place that you can sell them really well. So you want to be cross-pollinating them so that if for some reason they don't happen to see the email, they don't happen to see the Twitter update, maybe you hit them in one of the other channels and they do see it there, or if for some reason Twitter, something weird happens unknowingly and you lose your Twitter channel and all those followers are gone, which it has happened, you've got them hopefully somewhere else. So you want to cross-pollinate those lists as much as possible. So try having a multi-part series. Maybe you come out with a 3 or 4 part video series, and you send out the first one on your blog, and you say, hey, to get the second part, you need to be a fan of my fan page, and you can come get it over there. And then you drive them over there. Or you can say, hey, to get the next part, come to Twitter, or on the email list, that's what we'll be putting out the final part. And so you kind of bring them around. You're taking them on a little bit of a journey, which is a connection strategy. They feel like they've kind of been through this journey with you, but then in the end, you get them back to the email list. And the email list is where you get a link in front of them, and you are going to get most people to buy. So think about doing some cross-channel promotion. Remember to cross-pollinate those lists. Sales syndication. This is whenever we do a launch, whenever we do a promotion, we use all of the channels to do that. I mean, yes, the email list is the primary place where we send out a sequence and we're reminding them many times and asking them to take action. But at the same time, we're dropping a link on Twitter and saying, hey, check out this with a headline that takes them to a video, which is maybe the first video in a sequence, and then we ask them to opt in to get the rest of the videos. We drop that on that little promotion onto Facebook. Come check out the video, and then maybe there's a squeeze page there as well. We take our email and we change it up just a little bit. We put it on the blog as a blog post. So remember to hit them with all the different channels. Multiple touch points. We know it's going to, the typical 5 to 7 times to make a sale. So use all your channels when you do a sales promotion of some sort. Don't forget to promote it across all these different places.